Hi, welcome to This Week in Ames. I'm Susan Guiazda. On today's show, we're going to check in with the Planning and Housing Department. My guest today is Julie Gould, planner with the Ames Planning and Housing Department. Julie, welcome to the show.
Hello.
So you are a relatively new planner, a relatively newcomer to the city of Ames. Tell me a little bit about your job and how long you've been here.
I've been a planner with the city of Ames for about 7-8 months since July. I started in July, but I've actually lived in this town for 5 years. And prior to that, I was a planner with the city of Ankeny. I'm mainly doing everything planners do, rezoning, subdivisions, annexations, etc. But then I've also been tasked with serving the role of the neighborhood liaison and kind of taking over some of those duties and communicating with the neighborhood associations.
So as a planner, you have a lot of different duties and responsibilities. As a neighborhood liaison, tell us a little bit about more of what you do in that role.
The neighborhood liaison can wear many hats when in relation to the neighborhoods. I can help you at your first meeting if you want to start a neighborhood association and go through kind of how to create your boundaries and how you want to set up your meeting and your organization.
And there are many neighborhood associations in Ames. I guess we can start from there. There are several dozen.
Yes. There are approximately 35, I believe, right now, current. We don't ever officially delete you out of the system if you're not an active association, and we just kind of put you on a different list. So there's always a contact and what that original boundary was somewhere on record if you ever wanted to restart again.
And if you went to the website, you could see the neighborhood association map. You may live in a neighborhood association and not know it because perhaps it's not active or you just never had made contact yet.
Yeah, at the City of Ames website, there's a living heading at the top on the front page with a neighborhood link underneath that. And from there, you can go to a lot of different links associated with neighborhoods, and that's where the association map is. One thing we're going to try to work on is to actually make that active, and so you can click on that number associated with the neighborhood association or maybe even the polygon on the map, and that will bring up contact information for that neighborhood association. So if you do live in one and you wanted to reach out for any number of reasons, that contact information would be available to you.
So on the website, there's a map, and it lists all these neighborhood associations, and it sort of gives those geographic boundaries.
Yes.
So when somebody says maybe they're interested in starting an association, do you first start with the map and see if maybe there already is an association in their area?
Yeah, we see if there's one in existence, and I also look to see if there was one currently or somewhat in the recent past that was, and because that kind of provides a starting point, and we want to make sure we can reach out to those that may have been involved previously to see if they want to still be a part of it or start brand new from scratch.
In your profession, and since you've worked in different communities as well, what's the importance of having neighborhood associations or that connection back to City Hall? Is that helpful?
I think it's very helpful. Neighborhoods kind of are the backbone to the community. It's a good way to get information out amongst the residents. It's a good point of contact, kind of a point-to-point contact if you have an association with and then that association representative has contact with City Hall. And there's so many things that associations can do to really kind of enhance the livability of a community, such as cleanup days and park rehabilitations and enhancements and things like that.
There's been a lot of really fun projects in the community that have been spearheaded by neighborhood associations. As you mentioned, there are some very active neighborhood associations. Some have newsletters, some have regular events. But you don't have to do that.
No, you don't have to be an official neighborhood association to partake in those activities. For example, we have the neighborhood block trailer party. Anybody in the city can organize a block party for their neighborhood, and that's available to rent or to reserve online. And that's active April through October, I believe. They do not do it on home game day weekends in the fall, but otherwise on the weekends it's available for you, and it comes fully stocked with everything you need for your party. Tables, toys, activities for kids, etc., chairs, etc.
So the block party trailer has been around now for a couple of years. it's popular, correct?
It's very popular. From my understanding, with my short tenure with the city, the reservations fill up almost immediately. Reservations within the last year, I believe last year maybe was the first year it was online. They'll start in March, and so you need to get on there and get your spot reserved. The calendar is up for the year. So every weekend's available, so you can pick which one you want right away at the beginning.
With the exception of the football weekends?
Yeah, with the exception of the football weekends.
So is it coming at mid-March?
Mid-March, I believe.
Mid-March, you can go online, reserve the Block Party trailer for a weekend neighborhood event.
Yes. Right now we do Saturdays only. Our police department delivers a trailer to your neighborhood on a Friday, and you can have your party on Saturday, and then at some point on Sunday the police department comes back to pick it up, and then it moves to the next location for the following weekend. Currently, it's only been one Saturday. It is very popular, so we're actually going to send out a satisfaction survey here shortly to all the people that have reserved it and used it in the past, and kind of see what's missing or how the program can be improved.
And again, it's for neighborhood community building. It's not for somebody's graduation party or a birthday party.
Right.
It's for a block party.
Yeah, a lot of times the police will bring a car, or the fire truck can come as well. It's just kind of a really good way to get to know your neighbors without a lot of the hassle. You really just have to show up with the food if you want food there, and everything else. And then street barricades, everything else is provided.
So the police or fire department might show up as an opportunity for outreach or education, not because your party's out of control.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
What a great amenity for neighborhoods to access. Again, that information is on the website under Planning and Housing.
You can get there through neighborhood under the living.
Okay. CityofAmes.org, look for the Living tab and draw down onto the neighborhood page, and you'll find all that information.
Yep.
Julie, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Again, so much information is available at our City of Ames website. Now you can register and reserve the Street and Greet Party trailer, so you want to do that by mid-March, apparently, to get the best dates. Also remember, as we get into March 25th is the Eco Fair from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Join us at the Community Center Gymnasium. Well, that's our show for today. Thanks for watching, and tune in next week for This Week in Ames.